Break out your popcorn. It's movie night. So we got Amora the Enchantress and Malekith the Accursed. Looks like it's about to go down. Hey. Okay, Amora. Look like you got that agility tag. We got my guy Malekith running through him. Yo, that ain't no regular Bifrost right there. Angela and Odin, the All-Father. Let's go. What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Blunderbuss79. And as you can see, we got the Super Peak or Amora the Enchantress, Malekith the Accursed, Angela, and Odin the All-Father. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go ahead and read this right quick. So we got the cunning Enchantress and the diabolical Malekith are ready to start the War of Realms. Will they overpower their foes and conquer the 10 realms? Find out in Marvel Future Fight's upcoming update. You got the tier 3 right there looking like for Amora. So this guy may be getting an awakened skill. We'll just have to wait and see. And we got this second part right here. We got Odin the All-Father, and King of Asgard, stands with Angela in the face of danger. Unwavering force of good will always stand against the darkness. Join the War of Realms in Marvel Future Fight update. And as you can see, we got the tier 4 right here for my guy Odin. Look, and it makes sense that they would drop Odin right now as a tier 2, tier 4 double cost. So, you know. You guys are so screwed now! Yeah, pretty much. The resources are gonna be hemmed up to get this guy built. If you don't have him at tier 3, it's going to be a little extra cost there. I personally do not right now. And then also tier 4 in him. It's going to be a little bit of a hefty cost for this guy. So, you know, start your farming, save your resources. If you haven't been saving your resources, now's a good time to do it. Of course, I've been building tier 3 and tier 4 characters, straight farming. Let's go ahead and slide over here to the forum. This is seeing fragment of Marvel Future Fight. These two supervillains have returned to challenge Asgard once again. Check out the new looks and abilities of the leader of the Dark Elves and the Charming Sorceress. And then on the second sneak peek, we got the most powerful being of the 10 realms had another descendant and is ready to spread her wings. And then down here we got check out the new look and powers of the King of Asgard and Warrior of Heaven. We'll announce more information through the patch details later. Unfortunately, this does mean this is the last sneak peek, but we are getting 4 characters that all desperately need something. You know, Odin is definitely a fan favorite. Same is kind of true of Amora the Enchantress. I wish my guy Executioner got something this update. But nonetheless, Malekith definitely way out of the meta. Hasn't gotten a uniform in ages. Same thing with Angela. And then the last time we got something for Amora the Enchantress was actually Summer Days. Let's go ahead and get in here and check out her kit right quick. So as you can see, she has on the uniform effect, increase our basic attack by 10%, which is really small. She did have some damage accumulation. She also has some guaranteed dodge rate by 25% with some skill damage bonus damage. The kit is really old, does need an overhaul. You see right here on her second skill, she has some invisibility and half a second of ignore targeting, along with some charm, CC that doesn't work in World Boss anymore, and her heal is tied to it, so they're definitely gonna have to split that thing off to where she can get a heal, either that or the charm is gonna have to be similar to Spider-Man's weapon where it ignores immunity. She does also have a 100% chance to grant damage immunity for 4 seconds. And then she has, like I said, the 0.5 damage accumulation for 10 seconds. Really low stuff. She does have some things to kind of go on off her kit. She is mind-based damage. She does have a remove active buffs from target and increase mind damage to all allies by 30% and increase the all debuff effect by 40%. So they could go with the support role with her, you know, DPS slash support, maybe. The whole debuff thing, they're going to have to change that leadership maybe to something like damage to boss types. Would definitely be nice. Let's go ahead and get into Angela's kit. They did give her a lot of fire damage with this uniform, but nothing really to speak of. She does have some interesting passive skills that may help her out. She does have the decreased debuff for duration by 10%, which is not much to speak of. She does have the increased guaranteed dodge by 20% and guaranteed crit rate by 20%, which should help her out if they decide to keep this with a CTP of Rage. She also has the physical defense leadership. They're probably not going to change that. And then she has the increased fire damage on this uniform. And then on the other uniform, she has the increased basic damage dealt to blast types by 20%. They do have a couple of things in her kit. Everything else is exactly the same from uniform to uniform. It was back in the day where they really didn't do much. She's still at tier 1 for me. They did give her Awaken skill a long time ago, but because she didn't have a uniform to go with it, really didn't mean much of anything. The sky's the limit. They can throw the kitchen sink at her. They did give her some fracture in this thing. Let's go ahead and check it out right quick. She calls down Destroyer with her, and I believe that was Scourge the Executioner. One of those shared Awaken skills. Let's go ahead and get into my guy Malekith right here. And on his uniform passive, he does have the recovery rate heal effect, about 10%. Once again, really low. Those back in the day where you really didn't need a whole lot of healing like that. And it was very limited amongst characters as well. So only interesting thing that Malekith has going on is the increased basic damage dealt to superheroes by 120% and the decreased basic damage received from heroes by 20%. There are a few other characters in the game that have this, Miles Morales being the most notable, along with my guy Ghost Rider, and there's one other one in there, I do believe. But Malekith doesn't really have anything else interesting in his kit. He does have the apply to all allies energy defense increase by 30%, and then he's got the remove all debuff. I do believe he was like the first remove all debuff character, and that thing's on a 40-second cooldown. So, but yeah, there's Miles Morales, 120% with the 30% decrease. And then you got the same thing here on my guy Red Skull. He was the other one that I couldn't think of. And then you got my guy Ghost Rider right here. It's basically the same thing. The increased skill damage, bonus damage. Like I said, nothing really, you know, way out of the meta. You know, barely a serviceable Shadowland character at this point. And you got to use him like early before level 30 sort of thing. But they can throw the kitchen sink at this guy. He is a universal villain. No, he's a blast villain. So let's go ahead and get into my guy Odin right here with the immunity to cancel effect, which I do believe means that his skills just can't be canceled by skill priority. But basically, skill priority is you know, certain skills will take higher priority than other skills. It looks like Odin can bypass that effect, although there is no clarity in the game to that effect. But let's go ahead and get into the rest of his kit. On the second skill, he's got the V-pad, barrier for 4 hits for 5 seconds. Really nothing to speak of. On the third skill, he does have a heal, but it's hidden. It's actually given to you by the Raven itself. But he summons this Raven, and then it comes around, it heals you, and gives you some defense and some attack. But the problem with this is you have to wait for the Raven to proc the heal. And you know, here it comes here, but really long wind up on this thing. One of the things that I hope they address as far as Odin's kit is concerned, I know it's really not as big of a deal as it was in the past, because he's not really in the meta anymore. And then you got, you know, swords in the game now and things of this nature. He's also got some bleed effect and some invincibility on the 5. He also has the decreased basic damage received by 30% on the passive. And then he has the all resistance and remove all debuff, increase all resistance by 30%. So that's going to help you out against Jean. He also has chain hit damage on the uniform. The other problem with this thing is it really didn't differentiate him enough from the base kit, because they kind of reworked Odin's base kit back when they used to do this sort of thing, which it really did need an update anyway, for Odin being as powerful of a character as he is. The onlyest thing the uniform really gave him was a little more damage, and it also gave him the heal. If we go over here to the artifacts, we got the increase all attack for Angela by 25%. This artifact is already in the game. Unfortunately, I don't think I have it. If I'm not mistaken, I don't. This is the only one of the 4 characters that do have an artifact already. So we can be looking for 3 artifacts with this update for Odin, Malekith, and Enchantress. Keep your eyes out for that. The missing man, once again, they skipped over Scourge with an Asgard update. They also skipped over the Warriors 3 and a bunch of other Asgardians. But y'all like, comment, share, sub. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. You know, and hopefully we get a part 2 to this thing. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.